All right.
Man in Black today.
Yes,
I like
season 2, finally upon us.
Yes, finally.
When you got your hands on that first script, what was your reaction?
Well, it's almost like it's like Christmas morning. I mean, you're holding the present in your hand and you almost don't want to open it. You know, you're like, what could this be? I don't want to read it because then it will be that. But that is always great when you get through it. Like, I could never have conceived of that. So I always call Evan beforehand. I'm like, did you get the script? Did you get the script? Oh yeah, I got the script. When are you going to read it? I want to read it when you're reading it. Okay, and they'll call each other afterwards. So we're fans first on this show. We thrilled to get up and go to work every day on this and not know where the hell we're going or what the hell we're doing. You know, I've surrendered to. There's a lot of surrender on this show. You kind of got to give up a certain degree of power to just go, hey, I'm going to, you know, let go and sort of see where this all is taking me. And there's a real great feeling of satisfaction when you're in the hands of Jonah and Lisa and their world that they're creating. And anyway, so yeah, Evan and I will always give each other a ring after we read a script and go, oh my God, what the?
Where do we pick up with Teddy?
So the last season we left him basically kind of waking up. And he was one of the last hosts to realize that he was a host and all that entailed. And unfortunately for him, his, you know, Evan and Tandy, or respectively Dolores and Maeve, had a whole season to sort of incrementally sort of reach that level of sentience. And Teddy's, it was the last couple of episodes, but once he fully had his eyes open, you know, for real, for the first time, shots rang out, and it was the floodgates opened and the beginning of a revolution, essentially. So he's now awake, being born into this war, so it's a tough time for him, and I think he's kind of like, Dolores, what are we doing? What's going on? Yeah, I'll follow you. Yeah, sure. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing? So it's a really interesting thing as an actor to play, because you're dealing with being born into consciousness for the first time, but also like having to survive.
Right. Yeah, Evan was saying it's interesting to watch Teddy and Dolores' love story, whether we can even call it a love story, because they're programmed, or maybe they're not, in this time of war unfold. They're getting to learn about themselves and each other.
Right.
While the world is falling apart.
Yeah, because they're now in a place where they have shed their programmed identity and get to choose their own identity. And what is that? And what do you stand for? And how hell-bent on revenge are you? Or where is do you still have a code of morality and decency when the stakes are high and it's about surviving? So yes, I think there is residual, actually the word trace decay, which is one of the titles of one of the episodes, which is lingering memories or thoughts after something was programmed or an experience. So I think there is code of Teddy's that he's retained, and a lot of that is his loyalty and his allegiance and his love and affection for Dolores. But that's not to say that doesn't get challenged this season. You know, I think that they're going through a considerable phase of growth, and we'll see where they go.
What was your number one question left over from season 1?
I mean, there's still, there's still pieces I'm kind of like, do I understand that completely? I guess my big questions are, man, where the hell is this going? Like, where are we going? I can kind of feel, like with the rest of the audience, where we're going. Obviously, I've read season 2, so I know that what's going to unfold there. But big picture, end game stuff, I just, it's a guessing game every day. I mean, it's like, you know, every day we go to set, and me and Jeffrey or me and Tandy or Evan will go like, okay, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? By the end of the season, we're like, so-and-so was right on this. So-and-so was right on this. You were totally wrong on that. You know? So there's these great kind of delicious, wonderful questions of all of us trying to figure out, you know, where we're going.
What's going on?
Yeah, and Jonah and Lisa and all the, you know, brilliantly talented writers, they've got all this mapped out. This isn't like a, hey, let's get this show picked up and then we'll figure it out. They know you know, if this thing goes for 10 seasons, they know exactly how it's going to end, where it's going to go.
Last year, your butt. Everybody was talking about it. What is going to be the can't miss, everybody's going to be talking about it thing about season 2?
So I'm to assume that the can't miss, everyone talks about thing about season 1 was my butt?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a hard thing to answer because then I have to get into specifics and I can't really. I don't know.
Maybe just give me one word for season 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, revolution, I guess. I know that's a vague one, but yeah.
I'll take revolution.
I'll stick with that.